Welcome back.
Okay, there. Now I'm ready.
Okay.
Money in my pocket, keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket, keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking, keep up.
Back to the KJ channel.
So, today we're going to be doing a story time. And it's going to be the story of how we met and how we came to be.
The first time I seen her was at church, and this thing called youth group. It's when you do your first communion and all that. That's the first time I ever seen her. Never talked to her once, never texted her once. I knew of her, but I didn't know her.
Yeah, I like knew of him, like I knew who he was, and we had mutual friends, and I had a friend that was friends with him, and you know, like I knew who he was, but we never spoke.
Or
You
texted.
could say, or texted, or like. But the weird thing is that we somehow had each other on social media, like Instagram and Facebook. I think we had each other, and I didn't know that. Like I didn't even know I had him, and then I saw him at youth group that one time, and then I was like, okay, well. Come here, Kiki. Come here, Kiki. Come here, Kiki.
Oh yeah, I think it was months.
So I was going to youth group for my quinceañera. He was going, I don't know why.
On my first communion.
For my 15, and let's say like just months pass. Let's just say months are passing. And the day of my 15 comes, and like a whole bunch of people showed up. People that I didn't even know were gonna show up. Like I didn't even know who those people were, but they showed up anyway. And that's when he showed up.
I only showed up because one of my mutual friends wanted to go to that 15. And
I had invited that mutual friend. Like, personally, I invited his friend, and which was my friend, too, at the time. And I said, come to my 15. Like, you're invited. So he showed up with that friend. We're going to call him Billy. Let's just call him Billy.
Billy, I guess. Anyways, but yeah. You know, once I went to that 15, I was there. I was by the entrance, and she was coming our way. That's because there was a lot of people in her entrance.
Yes.
I was like, oh, you look pretty. And she looked at me, all things, and she like, just move out of the way. Or come inside or go sit down or something.
Okay,
like,
okay, no. To clarify that, I was getting scolded because there were so many people there. Like, I couldn't control it. So many people were showing up, and my mom and my older sister and, you know, like, my tios, everybody was telling me, like, get the people out of the entrance. Like, move the people. So I was like, okay, whatever. And so I go, and I see him and Billy, and I say hi to Billy. I say what's up to Billy, and then I see him. And all I knew was his name was Junior. I was like, I know him by Junior. I know that's Junior. Like, I had never spoke to him before. We had never, you know, we've seen each other, but, like, we had never spoke before. Like, we had never said what's up. And he was just like, you look so pretty. And me, like, I didn't mean it in a rude way. I just meant it like, oh, okay, like, well, thank you, like, but I have to go. Like, I can't sit here and chit-chat. And so I was just like, okay, thank you. Like, can you guys please come in? Like, you know. So that was my 15. So let's fast forward to December. I don't know, like, I was going on Facebook, and I see, like, a status, like, a sad status. And this isn't the first time that I see, like, these sad statuses, like, these sad quotes and, like, you know, things like that. And I see the name, and I see it's his name. And I was like, there's something wrong with this kid. Like, what's wrong with him? So then
That was a depressed year for me.
So then I go, and I message him. I go to Messenger, and I message him, and I go, hey, are you okay?
Actually, no, she didn't text me. She called me.
No, I texted you first. I said, hey, are you okay? And you straight up said no. You're like, no. And I said, oh, like, can I call you? Like, out of nowhere, like, I don't know why I just felt the need to call you. Like in my mind, I was just like, I'm going to make him feel better. Like, I'm going to make sure he's okay. Because obviously nobody else was doing it if he kept, you know, posting sad things. So then I call him, and so you go.
She called me, and then we was talking about life, like what was wrong and everything.
And it was so weird because we spoke on the phone.
For
this
hours.
is the first time we had ever spoke. Like, we spoke at my 15, but the first time we've ever, like, spoke, ever said, like, a question to each other, ever, like, said what's up to each other. And we talked for 6 hours, almost 7 hours on the phone.
Yup.
And it was crazy. Like, it was crazy because I had done that with people before, like, my close friends at that time. But I had never, like, you know, like, out of nowhere gotten, like, that vibe from somebody, you know, like.
And then, to kill the story, my mom came and yelled at me to, like, hang up that phone.
His mom was like, hang up the phone, I'm gonna take it. And so, like, we had to hang up. And then the next day, you texted me.
Yup.
And you were like, good morning. Like, you were like, good morning, thank you for, like, last night or something like that. And so we were, like, texting all day. And that's when we started kind of creating, like, inside jokes. Like, inside jokes we used to this day, huh?
Yeah.
Like, inside jokes. Like, one of the things we used to do was we used to, like, start a lyric off from a song. And then we would keep, like, one would finish the next lyric, then the next lyric until the song was over. Yeah, we used to do that.
Let me play 21 questions, too.
Oh, yeah, we would always play 21 questions. And then... Yeah, cringy. So then, okay, now let's fast forward to... That was, like, all winter break. Like, we spoke technically all winter break. Fast forward to, like, we go back to school. Or actually, before winter break, he made the first move. And
I liked her. I liked the advice she gave me. And I liked how she was there for me and everything.
See, I didn't want to, like, straight up be like, oh, I like you. Because at that time, I mean, I was 15 years old. Like, I had never actually straight up been, like, to a guy been like, oh, I like you. Or, oh, I want to be. Like, I had never had a serious boyfriend before. And, like, I was never, like, I don't want to say, ew. I don't want to say, like, easy. But I was never... I wasn't an easy girl to date, as you would say. Like,
It was kind of hard to get.
Yeah, I was pretty hard to get at that time. Like,
Well, I already know, like, her vibe already gave it away.
and because at that time, like, I had a lot of guy friends. I hung out with a lot of guys. Like, I had a lot of friends. And, like, I had, like, a guy best friend. And, you know, like, it was just, like a relationship wasn't in my mind at that time. So, like, I liked him. And, like, I guess you could say I was developing a crush on him. But he's the one that made the first move.
I made the first move. I had a question. I don't care.
And the first move was, like...
Oh, I like you.
No, it wasn't. You were like, I'm falling in love with you.
Corny
He was like, I think I'm falling in love with you.
Hey, no.
And I had never heard that from someone before. February time,
We stopped talking.
we stopped talking. He started dating somebody. I started getting, you know, a little bit closer to somebody else. And, you know, so, like, we didn't talk. Like, we didn't talk at all. I mean, we would talk, but, like, for dumb things.
I ended up hitting her back again. When I was in a relationship with someone else, I ended up hitting her back again. Because low-key, I was still into her. But stuff happened. And then, you know, I drifted apart from her or whatever. But I would still hit her up just to check up on her. Like, she was okay and everything.
Or the funny thing is that we would text each other for the dumbest things. Like, oh, did you watch the Vampire Diaries? Like, oh, how are you? Or, like, one of us would post something sad and then the other one would message each other like that. Like, right away.
No laggy.
Like, literally, like a minute we posted it, yeah, like, there's a message. And...
Or we would talk on the phone.
But the thing is that while he, like he mentioned, while he had a girlfriend, he would, you know, like, he was into me or whatever. But, like, just, I tried not to kind of get into that. I didn't.
She did get into that.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't because...
The way I ended up that relationship is that she ended up logging in my Snap. And I was searching on my Snap.
He was calling me, he was like, oh you're my queen, all that cringy stuff. And his girlfriend ended up seeing it and was like, oh, you cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. And
But let me tell you. When I was in that relationship, we ended up breaking up. I was single for a whole month. While I wasn't single, I was still talking to her, but like not talking to her. Like, if that makes any sense.
But I still wasn't talking to him. Like, in my mind, like, me and him was never gonna happen again. Like, we were like I still like I liked him. Like I guess you could say like I had love for him or whatever. But like, I just knew it wasn't gonna work out. And then when we would see each other through mutual friends, through, you know, like stuff like that at 15s, like this was all summer 2016. So let's like jump into around the end of 2016.
Around May.
That's the end of 2016 isn't May.
Oh yeah.
We started talking. Okay, we started talking again.
Like around May.
But we never like me and him. The thing is that
we were always on and off.
We were always on and off. We were on and off.
It wasn't her fault. It was most of it was my fault.
Yeah, it was mostly his fault. But we were always on and off and on and off. Let's say we were on and off for like all 2016, all up until like 2017 came in. We were still on and off around January, February, March. Comes April. No, let's just say the end of March. Comes like March. We start talking again. And see, in my mind, I didn't want to talk to him. Like, I wanted to, but, like, I knew. Like, in my brain, it was just like, oh, yeah, we're going to stop talking. Like, we're going to last a month or so, and then we're going to stop talking. And that's exactly what happened. Like, he messaged me, and we started talking about, like, us. And then we ended up stopped talking. And I told him, I was like, you know what? Don't ever talk to me. Like, don't ever hit me up again. Like, I was mad. I was finally fed up. I was finally tired of it. And so comes April, and April, you know, like, we were kind of both just doing our own thing. Like, we did not speak.
Oh yeah, we did.
None of us messaged each other. We didn't even have the only April, May.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, it felt like a fat minute, to be honest, but, I mean, here comes April. Like, we're literally both just doing our own thing. We didn't talk. We didn't message each other, like, at all. Like, I put that on my freaking life. Like, we did not talk. Like, and that was weird for us, because even when we were on and off, and we, like, were mad at each other, and we hated each other, and, you know, like, all these things going on, and, like,
I mean, I ain't hate you. I'm going to a little bit too far. Like,
I hated you. Or not hated, I guess you could say, but I just wanted to. But yeah. Okay, so comes May, and this is the end of May. May 27th.
I don't know.
It was May 27th. I went to a 15 that I was invited to. I went to this 15. I see him. Something was going on with him, and I could tell. Like, I was not gonna go up to him. I was not gonna talk to him. Like, I knew. Like, somehow I knew he was gonna come to this 15 because he used to live by where this 15 was being. Billy. I see Billy. He shows up with Billy. Like, you know, I say hi to Billy. We say what's up. We're like, what's up? All of a sudden, I'm on my phone. Like, they weren't playing good music, so I'm on my phone. I look up, and he's just standing there like this. And he looks so sad. And I was like, oh my.
I was serious. I wasn't sad. I was
serious. But, like, to me, I knew something was wrong. Like, I knew it. Like, I felt it right here. Right here. Wow. But all my friends were like, nah, who cares? Like, fuck him. Or, I mean, follow him to the entrance.
We ended up being outside.
One thing leads to another. Yeah, we ended up being outside.
Then we went inside. Back inside. And then, I don't know. I leaned in for a kiss, I think. And then she rejected me. I was like, dang.
We started talking. No, we had a conversation first.
Yeah. Well, we did have a conversation.
Like, he was all like, I want to be with you.
I ended up being with you. So.
At first, I mean, I was hesitant because he was telling me all these things, like, and in my mind, I was just like, this is just like any other time, like, literally just like any other time, like, what am I supposed to do, you know? And then he tries to, like, lean in for a kiss,
Rejected to the
And
max.
I was thinking, like, I was trying to
Who the
think.
hell thinks? Who the hell
And I
rejects a-
scooted back. I was like, what are you doing? And then he goes, oh, you can kiss so-and-so, but you can't kiss me. And I was like, oh my God. So then I was like, you know,
It was like the first time, like,
it's the first time we had ever kissed because, like we said, we were on and off.
and we would never hang out.
We would never hang out. Like, we'd never talk long enough to hang out.
That was the first time I was.
And
ever
when we
remember.
did hang out, it was with other mutual friends when me and him were not talking in that way.
Yo. Long story short, I ended up being with her. Fast forward, been here since.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, because we didn't. Oh no, never mind. I
We
forgot.
broke.
We broke up again. we broke up for like a month.
2 months.
It was like
We
a
broke
month.
up
It
at
was
the
like a
end
month
of
and a
this
half.
year of 2018.
It's
The
still
end
tw-
of March until.
What do you mean the end?
It was the end of March because it was like.
You said the end of 2018. 2018
No,
hasn't even ended.
2018. So the end. Anyway, whatever. The end of March. We broke up after our what month? After our 10 months. After our 10 months, we broke up. And then we almost went to. We were broken up all April, all May, and our anniversary, obviously, because the night that we got together at that 15, he had ended up asking me out, like, officially, like, will you be my girlfriend? And that's where, like, we got super serious.
That's serious.
And so we were broken up all April, all May. We both talked.
But
Some incidents had happened where we weren't hanging out as much anymore due to, like, family
my
stuff.
family issues.
His family issues, my family issues, like, just things like that. So I guess you could say, like, our relationship was just kind of, like,
Yeah, like it
going
just went downhill.
downhill.
Because one, I was worrying about myself, like how I was gonna fix everything with my family and everything.
And I was worried about myself to the point where I, like, all my, like, everything I was going through, I was more taking it out on him. And it was...
That hurted. Nah, and then
but
I think we needed a time.
yeah, we needed a break. I mean, we both spoke to different people. We both talked to other people.
There's no we and you. Just playing. Long story short, we ended up here. Ain't no breaking up.
We ended up here. We got back together May 20th, which was 8 days before our 1 year would have been. So, and we've been together ever since. And yeah.
I mean, it's been interesting since the.
It's been, honestly, like, if you really think about it, from when I met him, which seems so long ago, it's almost gonna be 3 years in December that since, you know, like, that first phone call or whatever, that first move. But I guess you can say that we left out
It's about to be 4 years.
we left out Giselle 15.
No, we're not talking about that. Ain't no talking about that. No, but yeah. I mean, I fought some of her best friends.
We've been through a lot to the point where at the end of the day, it's always been just me and him. I mean, when I met him, I had all these great friends, which at the time, obviously, I thought were
I
like,
knew they were fake.
I thought they were great. I had all these friends.
I knew. I told her. I specifically told her who and who was fake.
I had these best friends. You know, like, my friends that I had known for years already. And, you know, like, from the time that I've been with him,
They did it all dirty.
they've either, you know, switched up. We've either, like, grown apart. You know, some of them didn't like Junior, which is completely understandable, you know.
They're fake.
But, I mean...
Fake.
I mean, it came to a time where me and
Fake.
Junior got serious. And I
Fake.
sat there and I thought, like, are these friends really benefiting me in a way that I want to be benefited? Like, do I want to pick Junior that has turned into, no matter what roller coaster we had went through in the past,
I was still there since day
he
one.
was, you know, still there, and now he's, you know, he's my boyfriend, but he's also my best friend. And, you know, it came a time where I had to choose between friends that I had for a very long time,
One that did her dirty.
to my best friend that I've gone through a lot with, that we've both caused each other so much hurt, so much, you know, been through a lot, but it's just, at the end of the day, obviously, you know, we're together now.
I'm still here.
We're together now.
I'm still
We're very
here.
close.
For all the guys that thought she was I wasn't in the picture. I'm in the picture. I've always been in the picture.
For all the girls that thought the lies he told you.
Stop, it's messed up.
What I said is messed up. You lying is messed up.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Anyway, at the end of the day, we're together. We're very strong right now.
We hang out every single day.
We hang out every day. You know, I'm close to his family, getting there. He's very close to my family, actually.
I love her.
My family loves him. You know, we have some mutual friends, none from our past, but some mutual friends. You know, he hangs out with some of my friends, and
we don't even hang out with.
I hang out with
his friends because I don't got friends, bro.
But
I'm big chilling.
You know, we're good, and we're planning on staying good. So
I don't know.
I'm gonna take the thumbnail. What? Okay, so that concludes our first story time, I guess. We couldn't really think of any story time, so we just decided to tell that one. But thanks for watching, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, I'll quit, Mom.
Till next time.